traditional Seder has many components. First of all, you need matzah. And traditionally, we have three matzahs, and they're used for different parts of the Seder, which we'll discuss later on. But symbolically, they're said to represent a Kohen, Levi, Yisrael, a priest, a Levite, and a regular Jew. So the different types of Jews that exist. That's number one. Number two, you need a Seder plate, a kara. And on that Seder plate, there's traditionally at least five ingredients placed on the Seder plate. Some have six. You'll need marar, the bitter herbs. You need zroa, which is a roasted shank bone or some type of meat which is similar to that, which represents the carbon pesach, the paschal lamb. You'll need an egg, and that represents mourning, a sign of mourning for the destruction of the temple. Charoses, which is the mixture of apples, pears, and wine and nuts, and that represents the mortar which was used in the building of the store cities that the Jews built in Egypt. You have karpas, which is the vegetable, which represents spring, and some also have chazeres, which is really another form of the mar of the bitter herbs. So some will have horseradish, and they'll also have some romaine lettuce or even iceberg lettuce. That's what you need for the kara, for the Seder plate. And next to that, or on top of that, you place the matzahs. You also need for a Seder salt water, which you're going to dip the karpas in. And you also need wine. And of course, we know that we have 4 cups of wine, and then there's an additional cup that is poured for Elijah at the end of the Seder. And the Seder is divided up into 15 steps, and traditionally it's sung before the Seder even begins. And it goes somewhat like this. Kadesh urchatz, karpas yachatz, magid rakza, mahotzi matzah, marar korech, shulchan arech, Safun barech, halel nirtzah. And as we go through the 15 different steps of the Seder, we'll explain each one. The first one, of course, is Kadesh, of Kiddush.